Today, I want to talk about something that lies at the heart of progress, creativity, and collective wisdom. Compilation is the process of gathering, organizing, and presenting diverse elements to create a unified whole. It is a practice deeply ingrained in human nature, reflecting our innate desire to make sense of the world and find meaning in its complexity. Whether consciously or unconsciously, we engage in compilation every day, from curating information for work or study to arranging personal experiences into stories we tell ourselves and others. This act of bringing together disparate parts is not just about assembling pieces. It is about transforming them into something coherent and purposeful. At its core, compilation embodies creativity, structure, and intentionality. Throughout history, compilation has been a cornerstone of progress. Early humans, for instance, compiled knowledge about their environment, identifying which plants were edible, which animals were dangerous, and how best to navigate natural landscapes. These compilations of survival knowledge were passed down through generations, forming the basis of culture and community. Over time, this simple but profound act evolved into more sophisticated forms. Collections of myths and legends, manuscripts of scientific discoveries, and compilations of laws that governed societies. Compilation, therefore, is not merely an individual act, but a collective one, weaving together the insights, experiences, and understandings of many to serve a greater purpose. In its most fundamental form, compilation is about making sense of chaos. The world is vast and filled with an overwhelming amount of information, experiences, and stimuli. Without the ability to organize and synthesize these into meaningful structures, we would be left adrift in a sea of randomness. Compilation provides a framework for understanding, allowing us to categorize, prioritize, and contextualize. For instance, a librarian compiling books into categories ensures that knowledge is easily accessible. Similarly, scientists compiling research findings into a single paper make complex ideas understandable and actionable for others. However, compilation is not just a practical tool, it is an art. The act of selecting what to include and exclude requires judgment and creativity. It demands an understanding of the individual parts and how they contribute to the overall whole. For example, a musician compiling a playlist carefully chooses songs that flow together, creating an emotional journey for the listener. A writer compiling chapters of a novel ensures that every scene builds toward a coherent narrative. In these cases, the act of compilation transcends functionality and becomes a form of self-expression, a way to communicate meaning and evoke feelings. What makes compilation especially fascinating is its versatility. It applies to almost every aspect of life, balance and harmony. The universality of compilation speaks to its fundamental importance in both human and natural processes. Yet, compilation is not without its challenges. To compile effectively, one must navigate complexities such as bias, redundancy, and inconsistency. Choosing what to include requires discernment, as every decision shapes the final outcome. Including too much can lead to overwhelming clutter, while excluding too much can result in a loss of richness and depth. Moreover, compilation demands patience and effort, as the process of organizing, synthesizing, and presenting often requires multiple iterations to achieve the desired result. These challenges, however, are also what make compilation a deeply rewarding endeavor. The act of overcoming them enhances our understanding of the material we are working with and sharpens our ability to think critically and creatively. Ultimately, compilation is about transformation. It is about taking fragments, whether they are ideas, data, or experiences, and molding them into something meaningful. It is the act of finding connections between the seemingly unrelated and creating a structure that resonates with purpose. In doing so, compilation allows us to not only navigate the complexities of life, but also contribute to the ongoing process of making sense of the world. Compilation plays a critical role across various domains, serving as a cornerstone for innovation, progress, and the preservation of knowledge. In every field of human endeavor, the process of gathering and organizing disparate pieces of information, data, or elements into a cohesive whole allows us to achieve remarkable outcomes. Whether in science, history, technology, art, or personal life, compilation is an indispensable practice that drives humanity forward. In the field of science, compilation is the foundation upon which discoveries are made. Scientists rely on the accumulation and organization of data to identify patterns, test hypotheses, and draw conclusions. For example, breakthroughs in medical research often result from the compilation of studies conducted over years or even decades. By bringing together observations, clinical trials, and experimental results, researchers can develop life-saving treatments and vaccines. Compilation in science also fosters collaboration, as scientists from around the world contribute their findings to shared databases, enabling a collective understanding that transcends individual efforts. Without the systematic compilation of knowledge, scientific progress would be fragmented and slow. History, too, relies heavily on the art of compilation. Historians piece together accounts from various sources, letters, artifacts, official records, and oral traditions, to construct narratives that preserve the essence of past civilizations. Through compilation, we gain insights into how societies evolved, how cultures interacted, and how events shape the world we live in today. For example, encyclopedias and archives compile historical records that allow us to learn from the successes and failures of the past. These compilations serve not only as a repository of knowledge, but also as a guide for future generations, reminding us of our shared humanity and the lessons we must carry forward. In the realm of technology, compilation takes on a more technical but equally significant form. Computer programmers, for instance, compile lines of code to create software that powers our digital lives. This process involves transforming raw instructions into executable programs, allowing computers to perform complex tasks. Beyond coding, technology itself is a compilation of innovations built upon previous advancements. The smartphones we use today are the result of decades of compiled knowledge in engineering, computer science, and design. Each iteration represents a layering of ideas and improvements, demonstrating how compilation enables continuous progress. The creative arts also thrive on compilation. Artists, writers, musicians, and filmmakers often draw from diverse inspirations to create works that resonate with audiences. An anthology of poetry, for instance, is a compilation that brings together the voices of different poets, offering readers a multifaceted experience. Similarly, a filmmaker compiling scenes into a cohesive story transforms raw footage into a compelling narrative. Even a curated art exhibit is an act of compilation, where the selection and arrangement of pieces create a dialogue that engages viewers. These examples highlight how compilation in the arts not only preserves creativity, but also amplifies its impact by presenting it in a structured, meaningful way. On a more personal level, compilation plays a role in how we navigate and make sense of our lives. We compile memories through photographs, journals, and personal mementos, creating a tapestry of experiences that define who we are. Social media, for better or worse, has turned into a platform for personal compilation, where individuals curate moments to share with others. This act of gathering and presenting personal highlights is a way of shaping identity and forging connections. Compilation in this context serves as a bridge between the individual and the collective, enabling us to share our stories while also learning from the stories of others. The universality of compilation underscores its critical importance. It is a tool that cuts across disciplines and cultures, enabling us to achieve common goals while honoring diversity. However, its impact goes beyond functionality. Compilation fosters understanding, collaboration, and innovation. It allows us to transcend the limitations of individual knowledge and creativity, building on each other's contributions to create something far greater than what any single person or entity could achieve alone. In every domain, compilation is a testament to the power of synthesis and organization. It transforms scattered elements into unified systems, turning potential into progress. Whether we are compiling data for scientific research, piecing together historical narratives, coding software, or creating art, the process reflects humanity's ability to harness the richness of diversity and direct it toward purposeful ends. It is this ability that drives advancements in every field and ensures that our collective knowledge and creativity continue to evolve, for generations to come. End quote. Compilation highlights the importance of collaboration and the merging of diverse perspectives to achieve something greater than what any single contribution could accomplish. At its core, the act of compilation is a unifying process where individual elements come together to create a cohesive whole that serves a larger purpose. This collaborative essence of compilation extends far beyond simply gathering resources. It reflects an intentional effort to integrate ideas, perspectives, and talents in ways that amplify their collective impact. Human history is filled with examples of how collaboration through compilation has led to groundbreaking achievements. Consider the monumental effort behind the construction of the Great Library of Alexandria in ancient Egypt. Scholars from various parts of the world came together to compile texts and knowledge from diverse cultures, creating a hub of learning that symbolized the pinnacle of human intellectual collaboration at the time. This act of bringing together ideas and information from different regions and disciplines laid the foundation for progress in fields like mathematics, astronomy, and medicine. In modern science, the spirit of collaboration is perhaps most evident in large-scale initiatives like the Human Genome Project. This ambitious effort required scientists from around the globe to compile their expertise, research, and findings to map the entirety of the human genetic code. It was not the work of a single individual, but a collective endeavor that spanned nations, languages, and disciplines. The success of this project underscores how compilation fosters collaboration by creating opportunities for individuals with unique perspectives and skills to contribute to a shared goal. The same principle applies to the arts, where compilation enables creative collaboration on an extraordinary scale. Take, for example, the production of a film. A successful movie is the result of countless individuals working together: directors, actors, screenwriters, set designers, costume artists, and sound engineers all contribute their talents to bring a vision to life. Each person's contribution, though distinct, is carefully compiled into a unified whole that captivates audiences. This collaborative process relies on an intricate balance of honoring individual creativity while ensuring that every element aligns with the overall narrative. Technology, too, demonstrates the power of compilation as a collaborative force. Open source software development is a prime example of how diverse perspectives can come together to create something transformative. Platforms like Linux or the Python programming language were built through the contributions of countless developers who shared their expertise and innovations. This collaborative model thrives on the idea of compilation, not just of code, but of ideas, solutions, and improvements that anyone can contribute to and benefit from. The result is a dynamic and evolving system that outpaces what could have been achieved by a single developer or organization. Even in everyday life, the collaborative nature of compilation is evident. A successful team at work, for instance, depends on the compilation of individual strengths and skills. Each team member brings unique insights and experiences to the table, and when these are combined effectively, they can achieve results far beyond what any one person could accomplish alone. Similarly, in communities, compiling diverse voices and perspectives fosters inclusivity and drives collective progress. Whether it's a neighborhood organizing for a local cause or an international coalition addressing global challenges, compilation serves as the framework for collaboration that amplifies impact. One of the most profound aspects of collaboration through compilation is its ability to foster innovation. When diverse perspectives are brought together, they can spark new ideas and solutions that would not have emerged in isolation. For instance, interdisciplinary research, where experts from different fields collaborate, has led to breakthroughs in areas such as artificial intelligence, sustainable energy, and healthcare. By compiling insights from seemingly unrelated disciplines, researchers uncover connections and possibilities that drive innovation forward. Beyond practical achievements, compilation as a collaborative process also nurtures empathy and understanding. When we compile diverse perspectives, we engage with different ways of thinking, seeing, and experiencing the world. This broadens our horizons and helps us appreciate the richness of human diversity. It reminds us that collaboration is not just about achieving goals, but also about building relationships, fostering mutual respect, and learning from one another. Ultimately, compilation as a collaborative endeavor is a testament to the strength of unity in diversity. It shows that by combining individual contributions, we can create outcomes that are greater, richer, and more impactful than the sum of their parts. It celebrates the idea that progress is a shared journey, one in which every voice, skill, and perspective matters. Through collaboration, compilation becomes not just a process of gathering, but a transformative act of weaving together the threads of human effort into something extraordinary. While compilation is a powerful and often transformative process, it is not without its challenges. To compile effectively, one must navigate complexities such as bias, redundancy, and inconsistency. The act of compiling involves much more than simply collecting information or elements. It requires discernment, patience, and a deep understanding of context. The choices made during the compilation process can significantly impact the outcome, and this responsibility can make it a difficult task. One of the primary challenges of compilation is the need to sift through a vast amount of material to identify what is relevant and meaningful. In an era of information overload, this task can be especially daunting. With so much data, opinions, perspectives available, how does one know what to include? For instance, when compiling a research paper, a scholar must select only the most pertinent studies, avoiding unnecessary repetition or tangents that may dilute the quality of the work. Similarly, in the arts, when compiling an anthology of poems, a curator must ensure that each selection enhances the overall theme and that no piece feels out of place. This requires an acute sense of judgment and an ability to recognize the potential value in each element being considered. Beyond this, bias presents another significant challenge in the compilation process. Bias can manifest in many ways, whether it's personal preferences, cultural norms, or systemic issues. When compiling information, one may unintentionally favor certain perspectives or exclude others, skewing the final outcome. For example, a historian compiling accounts of a particular event may be influenced by the sources they have access to, potentially overlooking marginalized voices or alternative viewpoints. In scientific research, bias can occur when a researcher unconsciously favors results that support their hypothesis, leading to skewed data interpretation. Recognizing and mitigating it requires not only self-awareness, but also a commitment to inclusivity, thoroughness, and objectivity. Another challenge is maintaining consistency throughout the compilation. When working with multiple sources, it's easy for inconsistencies to arise. In a literary compilation, for example, the voice and tone of the pieces may differ significantly, making it challenging to create a seamless reading experience. In a technological compilation, such as aggregating code from various contributors, different coding styles and practices can create confusion or errors. To overcome this, compilers must work to harmonize the elements they bring together, ensuring that they align in terms of style, structure, and purpose. This often requires making careful adjustments and revisions to achieve a cohesive result. In some cases, it may even require establishing guidelines or frameworks to ensure consistency, whether that's a style guide for writing, a set of coding conventions for developers, or a curatorial vision for an art collection. The compilation process also demands patience and attention to detail. It is rarely a quick task. Rather, it involves multiple stages of evaluation, organization, and refinement. A historian compiling a comprehensive history of a nation might spend years going through primary sources, interpreting data, and synthesizing information. A filmmaker compiling a movie script might revise and refine each scene, ensuring that the narrative unfolds in a clear and engaging way. These revisions are essential to ensure that the final compilation achieves its intended purpose. The task of distilling vast amounts of information or material into something meaningful can be exhausting and time-consuming, but it is also a rewarding part of the process. Another challenge that arises in compilation is the issue of fragmentation. Often, the elements being compiled are scattered across various sources, each with its own context, format, and level of reliability. For example, when compiling data for a scientific report, a researcher may have to cross-reference multiple studies with varying methodologies and sample sizes. Similarly, in compiling a historical narrative, there may be gaps or contradictions in the available records, making it difficult to piece together a coherent story. Overcoming fragmentation requires a level of synthesis, bringing together seemingly disparate parts and weaving them into a unified whole. This requires not only analytical skills, but also creativity, as the compiler must find ways to connect the dots and fill in the gaps. Despite these challenges, the act of compilation remains a crucial and valuable endeavor. It is through navigating these complexities that the true power of compilation emerges. Each challenge offers an opportunity for growth, learning, and refinement. When done thoughtfully, the process of overcoming bias, redundancy, inconsistency, and fragmentation results in a compilation that is more than just a collection of parts. It becomes a work of meaningful integration and synthesis. It is a process that demands careful attention, but it also rewards those who approach it with diligence, creativity, and a commitment to the greater purpose of the whole. Ultimately, the challenges of compilation serve to deepen the compiler's understanding of the material and their ability to craft something truly impactful. While the path to a successful compilation may be fraught with difficulties, it is these very obstacles that ensure the final result is coherent, valuable, and reflective of a thoughtful, collaborative effort. In today's fast-paced and information-rich world, effective compilation has never been more relevant. The vastness of data, opinions, and perspectives available to us creates both an opportunity and a challenge. With so much noise in our surroundings, the ability to compile effectively has become a vital skill to bring clarity, context, and understanding to complex situations. In an era where information is generated at an unprecedented rate, compilation serves as the necessary bridge between chaos and comprehension. One of the most pressing challenges of the modern age is information overload. Every day, vast amounts of content are generated, whether through news outlets, social media, scientific research, or digital media. While this constant influx of data has its advantages, it also leaves us with the overwhelming task of filtering through it all. Without the ability to compile, we risk becoming paralyzed by the sheer volume of information, struggling to make sense of what is important and what is irrelevant. Here, the skill of compilation plays a crucial role in synthesizing information into manageable, meaningful structures. For instance, in the world of digital content, social media platforms rely on algorithms to compile personalized feeds for users. These algorithms sift through massive amounts of data, ranging from user preferences and behavior to global trends, and compile the information into a format that is digestible and relevant. This helps individuals stay informed without feeling overwhelmed, highlighting the importance of compilation in our digital lives. In this context, the process of compilation does not merely serve to reduce clutter. It ensures that the information we encounter is tailored to our needs and interests, providing us with the right context to make informed decisions. Similarly, in fields such as business and economics, compilation has become essential for decision-making. Companies collect and compile data from market trends, consumer feedback, sales reports, and competitors to make informed choices about their next steps. With access to this compiled information, businesses can make decisions that are grounded in evidence rather than gut feeling, reducing the risks associated with uncertainty. For example, a company launching a new product may rely on market research data compiled from various sources, ensuring that they understand customer demands and preferences before committing resources. In this case, effective compilation leads to more thoughtful and strategic decisions that drive success. In the realm of politics and governance, the ability to compile information is paramount. Legislators, policymakers, and organizations rely on the compilation of data from a variety of sources: economic indicators, public opinion, historical trends, and expert analyses to craft policies that address societal needs. When compiling such information, the key is not just collecting facts, but understanding their implications and how they interact with each other. For example, when addressing a public health crisis, policymakers need to compile data from healthcare professionals, scientists, and epidemiologists, synthesizing this information into coherent strategies to manage the crisis. Without compilation, there would be no clear course of action, and critical decisions would be based on fragmented or incomplete information. Education and academia also depend heavily on compilation. Students and researchers compile knowledge from various texts, lectures, and studies, distilling this information into their own understanding and work. This process of compilation is essential to the development of expertise and mastery in any subject. Scholars build upon the work of those who came before them, compiling insights from historical texts, contemporary research, and original experimentation. Without this compilation, the advancement of knowledge would be stagnant, as each new generation would be forced to reinvent the wheel. In academic writing, for example, students and researchers must compile references and citations from a variety of sources to support their arguments and demonstrate their engagement with existing knowledge. This process not only strengthens their work, but also contributes to the broader academic conversation. In the context of personal development, the ability to compile information plays a critical role in how we navigate our lives. Every experience, lesson, and interaction can be seen as a piece of the larger compilation that shapes who we are. By reflecting on past experiences, we compile lessons learned, enabling us to make better choices in the future. Moreover, as we engage with new knowledge through books, conversations, or media, we compile this information into our worldview, allowing us to grow and adapt. In this sense, we are all engaged in a lifelong process of compilation, integrating new perspectives and ideas into our understanding of the world around us. With the increasing pace of technological advancements, we are also seeing a greater need for effective compilation in emerging fields like artificial intelligence, AI. AI systems rely on the compilation of massive data sets to train algorithms, enabling them to make predictions, offer recommendations, and automate tasks. In this way, AI compilation serves as the foundation for the system's ability to make decisions based on vast amounts of input, allowing for improved efficiency and insight. However, this process also requires careful curation of data to ensure that the AI systems function fairly and accurately. The ethical implications of AI underscore the importance of thoughtful and responsible compilation in modern society. Ultimately, effective compilation in today's world is not just about gathering information, it's about transforming that information into something useful, meaningful, and coherent. It's about making sense of complexity and providing clarity in a world that often seems overwhelming. As we navigate the ever-expanding landscape of data, the skill of compilation helps us focus on what truly matters, ensuring that we make informed decisions, understand diverse perspectives, and contribute to the shared knowledge that drives progress. Whether it's in science, business, politics, education, or personal life, compilation enables us to manage the chaos of information and use it to move forward with purpose and insight. The process of compilation is not only about gathering, organizing, and synthesizing information, but also about the meaningful integration of diverse elements into a single, cohesive whole. One of the most fascinating aspects of compilation is its role in shaping the future. By bringing together pieces of knowledge, experience, and innovation from various sources, compilation enables the creation of something new, something that didn't exist before. This transformative quality of compilation is especially evident in fields that rely heavily on collective knowledge, such as technology, medicine, and the arts. In the world of technology, compilation plays a crucial role in driving innovation. Many technological advancements are the result of the integration of various elements, whether it's software code, hardware components, or ideas from different disciplines. Consider the development of the internet. It wasn't the result of a single groundbreaking invention, but a series of compilations over time, where ideas from computer science, telecommunications, and engineering were woven together to create the complex web of connections we rely on today. Each step in this process involved compiling existing knowledge, testing new concepts, and integrating them into larger. This constant building upon previous work is a hallmark of technological progress, with every new discovery serving as a building block for the next. In medicine, too, compilation plays a transformative role. The development of treatments, vaccines, and medical procedures often relies on the accumulation of knowledge from various research studies, clinical trials, and patient experiences. For example, the rapid development of COVID-19 vaccines was made possible by years of previous research on coronaviruses, vaccine technology, and immunology. The compilation of this knowledge allowed scientists to create vaccines in record time, potentially saving millions of lives. In this case, the ability to compile and synthesize diverse research findings led to a breakthrough that had a significant impact on global health. The arts also benefit from the transformative power of compilation. Artists, musicians, and writers often draw from a wide range of influences, historical, cultural, personal, and compile these elements to create new works of art. The act of compilation in the creative process allows for the fusion of different ideas and styles, leading to innovative expressions that reflect the diversity of human experience. Through this integration, the arts continually evolve, creating new forms of expression and pushing boundaries. In all these examples, the power of compilation lies in its ability to bring together disparate elements and create something that exceeds the sum of its parts. Whether in technology, medicine, or the arts, compilation acts as a catalyst for change and innovation, allowing us to create a future shaped by the knowledge and creativity of the past and present.